No, we are not doing in the closet jokes. I have come too far to turn back now. Yes, readers, welcome to my closet. This is pretty much where I do most of my voiceover work whenever any of my YouTuber friends want me to do voices for their videos, like Scott over on NerdSync, Maggie Mayfish, Matt Draper, and Owen Likes Comics. Why in my closet, you may ask? Because this is the closest thing I can come to getting proper soundproof sound, because I cannot afford to do that anywhere in my apartment. I need a bigger apartment. Not right now, though. There's a crisis going on. But the main reason why I'm telling you all this is because lately on Twitter, which is pretty much my second home when I'm not here on YouTube, I follow a lot of people. Some of them well-renowned voice actors. And then I follow some who aren't well-known voice actors, but I really appreciate what they're capable of and their gusto. And it's actually a combination of the two, and seeing that they were doing this voiceover challenge that made me want to be interested in taking a whack at it myself. So I asked you guys over on Twitter and in the community tab here on YouTube, which characters you wanted to see me take a whack at, or which ones you feel that I could do a good job at voicing. And the results were pretty interesting. A lot of comic book characters, so I chose like 5. I know I said I was going to choose like 6, but I just narrowed it down to 5, where I felt like a few of them were ones that I knew were within my wheelhouse. And who knows, this might actually be pretty good practice for me to get my actual voice demo reel going. Or have this actually be my voice demo reel. We'll see how this video goes. So with that being said, let's start with the very first voice, the Riddler. So what I decided to do was that I decided to use a line from Batman Forever, but not in the style of Jim Carrey, because that's not my favorite Riddler. He will never be my favorite Riddler. My favorite Riddlers are actually the ones that are animated, specifically the ones from Batman the Animated Series and the Batman. And my style is a mixture of those two for Riddler. So here it goes. Soon, my little box will be on countless TVs all across the world, feeding me credit card numbers, bank codes, sexual fantasies, and little white lies. Into my head they'll go. Victory is inevitable. For if knowledge is power, then a god am I. Was that a bit over the top? I can never tell. So with that being said, let's move on to the second character. Jason Todd, aka Red Hood. Whew. Now, I'm not gonna lie, readers, I struggled trying to decide if I was actually going to do this voice, because it's very hard to try to come up with a voice for Jason Todd after Jensen Ackles did such a great job. He's who I envision playing Red Hood voice-wise ever since I saw Under the Red Hood, the animated movie. But I'm gonna put on my big boy pants. That's not true. I'm not wearing pants at all. I'm under quarantine. Why am I lying? But here's my shot at it. Bruce, I forgive you for not saving me. But why? Why on God's earth is he still alive? Blindly, stupidly, disregarding the entire graveyards he's filled, the thousands who have suffered, the friends he's crippled. You know, I thought I'd be the last person you'd ever let him hurt. If it had been you he'd beat to a bloody pulp, if he had taken you from this world, I would have done nothing but search the planet for this pathetic pile of evil, death-worshipping garbage and sent him off to hell. I'm not talking about killing Penguin, or Scarecrow, or Dent. I'm talking about him. Just him. And doing it because he took me away from you. The next character I was not expecting at all, but I am totally glad somebody chose. Space Ghost. Now, the reason why I'm hella geeked to voice this character is because I know some of you know Space Ghost because of Coast to Coast, you nasties. But Hanna-Barbera Space Ghost, and specifically Space Ghost published by DC Comics in his miniseries that pretty much told his origin, I love. So if you don't mind, I'm going to be reading from the actual comic book origin that I just mentioned earlier, not from Space Ghost to Coast or any of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, because I feel like it envelops his character, it captures his character, at least for me. So I'll be reading a couple from that book. Make the choice, Zorak. Leave Meriden, find an uninhabited world to feed upon in peace, or suffer the fury of the just. Because as long as I breathe, justice is the only way. How will your gods judge you, insect? Choose! I lived for the commandment. I died for it. But not so that cancer would be allowed to thrive within its halls. Justice must reign. Consider yourselves enlightened. You have 1 month to set things right. When I return, this building will be the home to the just, or it will burn. I love this book so much! I'm going to link it in the description. And if you never took Space Ghost seriously until you heard what I just read, you need to buy it to also help out the channel, and you need to read it, and you need to know why Space Ghost is that shit. I'm just being 100% real with you right now. Now, there's a bit of story behind this next one, and it's Penguin. Not just any Penguin, mind you. Penguin from Batman Returns. Now, for a lot of you, you know that Batman Returns is my favorite Tim Burton Batman movie. But it was so much my favorite Batman movie from Tim Burton that when I was a kid, I would find myself actually reciting lines that the Penguin said in the movie. And my mother actually caught it on home camera. It's pretty much all that she mentions every time she wants to reminisce about nostalgia about me being a child. So, so if you don't mind, I'm going to have fun with this. Just relax. I'll take care of the squealing, wretched, pinhead puppets of Gotham. You gotta admit, I played this stinking city like a harp from hell. Ah, shit. I picked the cute one. The heat's getting to me. I'll murder you momentarily. But first, a nice cool drink of ice water. Ah. The fifth and final one is Clark Kent, which I should have seen coming. Not just any Clark Kent, mind you. This specific reader requested that I do Clark Kent as done as Christopher Reeves in the 1978 movie Superman the Movie. So appropriately, I'll be reading some lines from that. Excuse me, Mr. White. I was wondering if perhaps you could arrange for half my salary to be sent to this address here on a weekly basis. Really, Lois? Suppose that man would have shot you. Is it worth risking your life for $10, 2 credit cards, a hairbrush, and a lipstick? Lois, there's something I need to tell you. At first, I was really nervous about tonight, but then I decided, darn it, I'm going to show you the time of your life. Ah, man. I'm starting to put together why this request was made. I can't be that corny, can I? Readers, I'm not going to lie, this was loads of fun. As a matter of fact, it was so much fun. Your homework assignment for the day is to write in the comment section below any other characters you feel that I could possibly do a good impression of or probably could do justice. And then who knows, maybe I might make a series out of this. Maybe the next one might be anime characters. Despite me not really watching that much anime because I'm a picky son of a bitch. It's fine, we'll get through it. If you want to help financially support the channel, you can join my Patreon by clicking the card at the end of the video or in the link in the description box below, where you can also find a link to my merchandise store. Or if you feel like giving a one-time donation, you can find links to my PayPal and my Ko-fi account in the description box as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.